What's up guys? If you landed on this video, that means you want to 10x your business, you want to earn more revenue, and in this video I'm going to tell you exactly how. But in this video what I'm going to do is go over strategies that no one else is talking about in the physical therapy business profession, because I'm not going to talk about any fancy new marketing strategies on how to get new patients. I'm not going to talk about even like changing your pricing model or even increasing your LTV. But rather, what I'm going to talk about is something that no one else is talking about on how you can literally 10x your revenue by not doing anything new, but more of what you're doing currently. So if you're a physical therapist and you want to learn how to increase your business, making multiple 5 figures a month and beyond, like some people in our mastermind who are doing 6 figures a month, then you found the right channel. My name is Dr. Odell Miller, and I'm the guy. I made $50K a month in my physical therapy business less than 6 months after graduation. What has really helped me with my success so far is not trying to do everything on my own, but rather watching videos like you're doing currently, and then also being in environments and having mentors to help me get there much faster. And that's what I want to help you do watching this video, because selfishly, it helps me impact more patients indirectly by helping more physical therapy business owners go out in the world and build the world of physical therapy. Let's get into it. So as you're watching this video right now, and if you're making more than $0 a month in your business, guess what? You're already doing something that's working. You're already doing something in your business that's producing results and revenue. So what a lot of people think that we need to do is go out and find some fancy new strategy, do something really new, do something like out of the ordinary, get involved with that, watch the person doing on the street that's working and do what they're doing. Guess what? You don't have to do that. There's so many different ways to make $1 million. There's a million ways to make $1 million. Guess what? All you have to do is choose two of those paths, and you will get there. It doesn't have to be the same 2 paths that I use. It has to be the same 2 paths that anyone else use. So in this video, I'm going to break down how you can find those paths that's going to work for you rather than what works for everyone else. Let's dive in. So currently right now, 20% of what you're doing is producing 80% of the results. 20% of what you're doing producing 80% of the results. So that leaves 80% of what you're doing is producing 20% of the results. So what we need to do is stop focusing on the 80% that's not producing results and focus on the 20. What I'm going to talk about is your acquisition channels. You already have acquisition channels set up that's working for you. That's why you're producing revenue. Even if you're only making like a couple $1,000s a month, guess what? You need to pour in more to those acquisition channels that is already working rather than trying to add a bunch of new streams. All you're doing right now, if you're trying to do that, is building a big old business, a big old bucket, pouring water at the top with leaky bucket with holes at the bottom. We're going to get you out of that. Let's say these are your top 5 acquisition channels. So number 1, you have Facebook ads. These are in no particular order. Facebook ads. 2, workshops. 3, Google organic reviews. 4, referral source. And this referral source can be referral source 1, referral source 2, referral source 3. Those all serve as, for this example, individual acquisition channels as well. And then number 5, we're gonna say organic social media CTAs. Sweet. So, like I said, 20% of what you're doing is producing 80% of the results. So, it is very important, which I see a lot of people before they join our mastermind, which we help physical therapists one-on-one individualize, scale their business to multiple 5 figures a month. But when I see people join my mastermind, they're simply not tracking where their current patients are coming from. Think about how powerful it is if you knew exactly where your revenue is coming from. For our example right here, let's say Facebook ads, you're making $3,000 a month from Facebook ads. You're making $20,000 a month from workshops. You're making $1,000 a month from Google organic. You're making from your referral sources that you're going out and meeting and doing all this other stuff with, you're making $0. And let's say from your organic social media CTAs, you're making $0 as well. In that example, what would you pour more into that's producing the most results? You'll scale more into workshops. But how would you ever know that if you don't have these things documented down to the T of understanding where the money generation is coming from? So for example, if you have these 5 sources, it's important for you to understand, like, where are your clients coming from? So find out that breakdown. If workshops right here aren't producing results for you, guess what? You're spending so much time every single month trying to establish workshop relationships, create workshop PowerPoints, go out, waste your breath, waste your time trying to perform these workshops that's not producing results. So if that's not working for you, take that off of what you're currently doing. We can bring that back in the future when you maximize one acquisition channel. Let's say you're doing Facebook ads and your Facebook ads are crushing it. Why don't you spend more on your Facebook ads? If you have a 3-to-1 ROAS on your Facebook ads, why don't you, instead of spending $4,000 a month, go to $8,000 a month? And if it maintains with that ROAS, why don't you go to $16,000 a month and scale more into that instead of trying to separate and do all these other acquisition channels when that can produce more results until it breaks. Once something breaks, then you decide to add in another acquisition channel. That's Facebook ads. Google reviews. If people are finding you and they're like, we're finding you straight off of Google, and it's going really good, Google SEO, without you having to spend $1 on it, guess what becomes like your focus? It's like, hey, everyone in our office, our main focus, we know it's gonna bring us more patients, is every single person in our office that comes in and they get results, we need to make sure that they are going to give us Google reviews, testimonials. So that becomes like what you build your systems around. It's like, okay, we have these automation sequences, which we give all of our mastermind students as well. So we call it a post-purchase automation sequence where they're automatically asking referrals and automatically getting Google reviews on the back end. So the docs and the team doesn't have to like manually think about it as well. But if you do both, really good. So set up those sequences, set up the scripts and the procedures and the SOPs for your docs to get reviews after someone mentions anything positive about what they've experienced in your clinic, or after a certain visit, because you know on average after 4 visits, your clients get better. So we can streamline these things to make sure that we are optimizing Google reviews because it's bringing in patients. Do more of what's working. Referral sources, this is a big one. So we have our top 3 referral sources that are linked and how much revenue they give us. Not only how many patients they send, but how much revenue have they generated us. Because that allows us to, what we tell a lot of our students as well is like, one referral source will absolutely change the trajectory and change your business. Think about it. If you had one referral source that sent you 10 patients a month and you're closing at, let's say, 50%, and you're doing $3,000 plans like we do, that's $15,000 a month already from one person. So imagine if you have 2, 3, this person's sending you 5, you close at 50%, that's 2, and that's $6,000, $7,000 a month. Add it on top of that. Now you're at $22,000 a month from just 2 referral sources. And then you do the same with more. You get the gist. But what's so important is like, who are your top referral sources? That means that they are serving your ideal client and they're in alignment of what you're serving and they want to give you more of people in referral. So you have to set up strategic follow-ups with these referral sources to where you're like, okay, let's put on an SOP where we go get coffee with them every other month. We check in with them. We interact with them on social media. We make sure that we try to send people to them. We make sure that we update the progress of our current patients when they're getting results to them. Because we know that they have our ideal client and they're on brand with us and willing to send us more patients. So guess what? You pour more into that referral source. You pour more into this referral source, that referral source. You have them ranked. But so important that you know how much money that referral source has generated you from like literally the start, the birth of your business, all the way up until now and monthly as well. And then you can track week to week in your level 10s like, okay, this referral source is starting to drop. Like, what's going on? They used to be our number 1, now they're starting to drop because you have all this data. And it's like, hey, that means that we need to re-go connect with them because we're no longer top of mind for them. The whole thing with referral sources, you just want them to stay. You want you to be top of mind for them in their practice with their clients. So if you see them referring less, that means you need to go do some nurturing with those referral sources. And what's really cool about referral sources is like, now simply what you did is just the referral sources now work for you. You treat them like an internal team member, because they're producing results. They're not doing the marketing for you. So treat them like that. Treat them the same way you would having someone that's internal in your house that's doing the marketing and with meetings and stuff like that. Very, very important. And you take care of those referral sources. It's golden. More than paid ads, more than workshops, you have those referral sources, you have borrowed authority. So it's super, super important that you understand that. But like I said, you would never know that if you're not tracking your data. And then number 5 is like organic social media CTAs. My first online business is how I scaled that. I didn't do ads or anything. When I got to my 20K a month in my online business as a physical therapy student, it was only from organic social media CTAs. So I was able to directly track it. So simply what I did was like, okay, I do 1 CTA a week and I have generally this many votes and I close this many on the phone and I close this many like actual into the program. So now it becomes a numbers game. It's like, okay, so does it break when I do 2 CTAs a week or do I get the similar results? Okay, it stayed the same when I posted 2 CTAs a week and I get similar results, so I just doubled my business without doing anything new. But when I go to a 3rd CTA, it actually breaks. Like it no longer gets results on all of them. So I scale it back to 2, but now I know 2 is what we do a CTA. And then I can kind of play with it, get better at that CTA structure and like, okay, I maximize the results over here. I'm making 15K a month from organic social media CTAs, now guess what, guys? I can open up another acquisition channel. So it's like, okay, we maximize that. We know when we scale that a little bit, it breaks. So we just maximize the acquisition channel for the effort that it takes. Let's add in something else. So we're doing organic CTAs. And what we recommend to our clients as well is like, build your business organically on a strong foundation with those skills. And then what does well organically will do well when it's paid. So we have everyone start organically, teaching them the foundations of going out and marketing, going out and selling. And then we can add, I like to say, fuel to the fire. We add fuel to the fire. Once you're able to get your business to 10 to 20K organically, now you can skyrocket to the next tier. So organic social media CTAs. And then guess what? We're now working, okay, that's working. Now let's do a workshop. Now we're doing a workshop once a month and it's producing another additional 15K for us. What if we do 2 workshops a month? Oh, it dropped. Or, oh, it went to 25K a month now. Wow, let's do that. Is there a possibility with the number of workshop opportunities in your area to do 3 workshops sustainably a month? No. 2 sustainable? Okay, keep it at 2. Guess what? Now you're making 25K from workshops. Now you're making 15K from organic social media. That's 40K a month already by doing 2 acquisition channels. All right, now you hired on a doc and now you're like, okay, I'm ready to scale. I built the foundation up to what we can handle. Okay, we did that, organic social media. We did the workshops. What are we gonna explore next? Oh, I have a doc now, so I want him to go out. I want that person to go out and make a referral source every single week. This is what we do. Goes out, builds referral sources, and then gauge with the results of those referral source meetings. Hey, we did 10 referral sources, nothing came from those. There's a few different things that we can dive into and why that didn't work, but maybe your scripting on the referral source is wrong. Like we teach our clients, like go into those referral source meetings talking about how can I help you? What can I do for you? Not what they can do for you. You want to go in and say, hey, how can I serve you? Like, where can I help you at? Like, what's your biggest thing keeping you up at night? Hey, what are your patients dealing with the most? Serve them and that'll help you a ton. But although you're like the perfect person to go establish referral sources and it's not working, guess what? You know, like, let's quickly pivot from that so we're not wasting our time every single week. Let's open up something else. So hey, referral sources, our team, whatever the scripts, is not working for the time and effort that it takes. Let's explore Facebook ads, because if you're doing really well with your organic CTAs on social media, guess what I said a few minutes ago? You pour fuel to the fire of what you're doing organically and it will work with paid. So now you open up Facebook ads and now you're able to make 20K a month on Facebook ads. And now guess what, guys? 45, you're doing 60K months. You just made 60K a month now, just doing that. And now the cool thing about Facebook ads is like, how can we break it? You want to try to break every single thing. So now you're making 20K a month and let's say you're doing a $5,000 ad spend. You have a 4-to-1 return on ad spend, ROAS. So now you scale your ads from 5K to 10K. Does it go down? Does it now go to 3-to-1? Oh, those numbers still work. But now, instead of making 20K a month, we're now doubled our business and now we're doing 120K a month. We're not 120K, sorry, 40K a month off of ads, but now we're doing 80K months. You see how that simple math, just literally understanding from a foundational where your acquisition channels, where your clients are coming from, how you can strategically scale to 80K months? That's your $1 million business right there. So I encourage you to like go for now. Like we don't recommend doing it on Google Docs or Google Sheets or whatever it's called. We actually have our clients do this on the back of our software and Notion templates that we give out to our clients as well. We go more of it. Like if you're interested in joining my next workshop where I literally teach you all of this detailed, where you can put this in to make it like sustainable and scalable and have the foundation for you to be able to grow to multiple 5 figures. I actually give away some of these templates on that workshop as well, completely free. Go click the link below in the description and join that so I can help you get this. But for the sake of this video, write it down on a piece of paper, write down where your referral sources are coming from, tally up and add up how much each referral source is making you. Add up and tally up on each acquisition channel, workshops. What did it make us last month? What did this do? What did that do? Get rid of the 80% that's not producing the results. 20% of what you're doing right now, again, is producing 80% of the results. So rid yourself of the 80% and go all in on the 20% and make the 20% 100% of what you focus on. And that alone will 5x your results. It's simple math. I'm not a mathematician, but it's simple math to me. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you're new to the channel, make sure you go down, subscribe, leave a comment, go follow me on Instagram. I'm gonna post more and more quality videos like this. Like I'm giving away all the secrets because selfishly, I wanna help as many people as I can so I can see as many patients as I can. Me helping you learn how to grow your business to 80K months, guess what? that's gonna mean that you're helping so many patients and I get to do so indirectly. So you can call me selfish if you want. But I'll catch you guys in the next video. Go ahead and subscribe. Peace out.